The first member to begin questions, we're going to go a little out of order because Mr. Sablan needs to preside on the floor. So with the concurrence of his colleagues, we will start with Mr. Sablan for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding today's hearing. Welcome to all the witnesses. I am going to start by asking Ms. Simons, the 2018 Omnibus required all fisheries councils and funds to undergo audits. The committee has received no audit documents for the Western Pacific Sustainable Fisheries Fund managed by Westpac. I am concerned that the audit found 2 deficiencies in your accounting methods. I would like to ask you about 2 specific contractors with whom Westpac worked. From 2014 to 2017, Westpac had 2 contracts with Mirai Info Design LLC for nearly $100,000 to design alternative models for estimating catch in the Western Pacific. When committee staff looked into Mirai Info Designs, we found a shell of a website which doesn't indicate this firm's abilities to conduct this kind of research. Looking into this further, we find that the listed agent for Mirai is Sunny Hospital. Ms. Hospital appears to be a real estate agent for her day job. But additionally, she is married to an economist with the National Marine Fisheries Service in Honolulu who participated in an economic study that concluded that marine monuments would result in revenue loss for the longline fishing industry based in Honolulu. To my knowledge, the industry seems to be doing fine as it continues to use its quota quickly enough that the fishing fleet purchases additional quotas from the U.S. territories. So the industry is not losing money because of marine monuments. In any case, I'm concerned about the lack of transparency here. So can you please explain Mirai Info Design's qualifications for this work and how you came to determine that it would be appropriate to hire Mirai? Ms. Simons?
Thank you, Mr. Sablan. That's a very complex question. But I can tell you that while I don't and the council does not fully get involved in, you're talking about the sustainable fisheries funds, that those funds are used by the territories for projects from marine conservation plans that are the governor's plans, and those plans are approved by the Secretary of Commerce. So I can't tell you.
Who paid Mirai?
Pardon me?
Who approved the contract
may I
for
say
Mirai?
this, that I am not familiar with all of the contracts, and I will have to get back to you about this question.
My other question is, and even if you have to get back, is why there is not a conflict of interest here. So can you provide the committee with copies of this and all contracts and grants from the council that arise from the Pacific Fisheries Sustainability Fund, please?
Yes, we'll be happy to, and I think we have provided you those pieces of information in the past, and we will continue to do so.
Well, I'd ask again. Ms. Simons, does the Western Pacific Fisheries Council, Westpac, keep records of any and all requests for input from federal, state, or territorial bodies, legislative bodies?
Pardon me?
Does Westpac keep records of any and all requests for input from federal, state, or territorial legislative bodies?
Yes, we do. If we're asked questions, we respond.
Okay, so would you be able to send all requests from the past 10 years to this committee, please?
Yes, I believe you did request that, and we'll be happy to do that.
Thank you, and thank you, Ms. Simons. I got a minute left. Oh boy. And let me ask you, Ms. Simons, do you think it's okay to, I'm gonna have additional questions that will
certainly.
Do you think it's okay to kill whales and sea turtles to catch tuna in excess of applicable quota?
Pardon me?
Do you think it's okay to kill whales and sea turtles to catch tuna in excess of applicable quota?
The council, and neither does Mrs. Simons, support what you just said.
So you think it's okay to kill whales?
No, it isn't.
It isn't. But then, recent studies have shown that, for example, and talk about this in 2017, and most recent data yet available to the public, The Hawaiian fleet caught just under 110,000 sharks, but only kept 902. The oceanic white-tip shark, which has declined more than 90% since 1995, and shark is dear to my heart,
Yes.
is caught by the Hawaii Longline Fleet, was listed as threatened under the Endangered Species Act in 2018.
Yes.
NIMF is now required to publish a biological opinion once this listing occurs.
Yes.
110,000 sharks. You think that was okay?
Well, let's put it this way. Assessments are being done, and we have an ongoing development of a biop based on the condition of the oceanic.
So, yeah,
Shark?
so just one more. Just
Time is up.
my time is over, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Thank
you, Ms. Simons.
And we will make sure that the witness has a chance to respond to questions in writing. The chair.